Everybody, welcome to the New Trier Trevians taking on the St. Charles North Stars in the Pontiac Holiday Tournament. Glad to have you with us. And the opening tip goes to the North Stars. We're here at Pontiac. Glad to have you with us. They set us, like Proviso West, they set us off on a side here, so we have this kind of strange angle. And right away we got a fall here. Trevians shot no. Picked up by the North Stars. They bring it back the other way. New Trier in their dark. And St. Charles in their white. Last year, New Trier put on a show over St. Charles North. Sam Silverstein and Kieran Brayboy both were slamming balls all over the place. Inbounded by the North Stars. There's another kind of thread connection. The athletic director for St. Charles North is a former New Trier athlete, very highly regarded New Trier athlete, Dan Dolning. Danny played in the early 1990s. The last year that the St. Charles high schools were together, having a little trouble here in the early going. Will Ryan with the ball. The very last year that St. Charles was one high school, St. Charles defeated New Trier in their very last sports event, the state baseball championships. Trevians finished second in state. It was 1999. And Dan Dolney, who is now the athletic director of St. Charles, was the assistant coach of the baseball team for New Trier that year. Following year, New Trier won state in baseball. And again, Dan Dolney was a coach for that team. Up top, Katz turn around, takes the jump. No. And we're off to a slow start on both sides of the ball here. First game of the tournament for both teams. I lost the handle. Trevians bring him back quickly. Ian Burns. Burns out high. Looking for help. Gave it to Emmett Burnside. Burnside off to Carragher. Carragher thought to take the shot. Now takes the jumper from the paint. Good for the deuce. Up top. Corner. Drive and the off balance shot. No. Ian Burns with the rebound. Burns brings it across the timeline. Out high for Burnside. Gave it to Carragher. And a little underhand scoop up. And another deuce for Carragher. Through the legs up top. Yeah, whistle and the foul. And a couple of substitutions for the Trevians early on. Coming in is Will Geis and Trevor Bain. Up top, tried to go to the paint, stolen away nicely by Burnside. Gave it off to Burns. Trevor Bain. Will Ryan to Burnside. Out top to Geis. And Burnside thought to take the shot. Instead, kicked it back out high and an air ball out of bounds to the North Stars. St. Charles, a Fox River City team. The Elgin group, St. Charles, Batavia, Geneva, Aurora, and the foul. 3 minutes in, and it's 4-0 New Trier. It's still 4-0 New Trier. And Jacob Toth checks in for the Trevians. Jaden Katz has checked in, and so has Smelter. Jackson Schmelter now in. And it is only 4-1. And from the outside for the three, no. Katz chases it down to Geis. Geis drives to the basket, kicked it back out to Katz, out high. And the reset. The Trevians. And the basket. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Trevians. We're here at Pontiac. When there were the two schools for New Trier. New Trier East came here to Pontiac. And the Deuce for St. Charles North. And New Trier West went to Proviso West. When the two schools went back together, because Coach Sheets, who had been the coach at West, he kept the team at Proviso West, and last year was the decision after the tournament at Proviso West got, we'll just call it goofed up, as Burnside checks back in for the Trevians. The New Trier staff decided that they would switch it and come back down here to Pontiac. From the outside, no. Katz to Burnside, back to Burnside. Burnside holding it out high. And off the ball, or did he travel? Something like that. It wasn't a foul, but .5 maybe. Up and in for the Deuce. First quarter. Drive to the basket, up and in. Strong arming it up was Carriger. He had 3 men on him in the paint. And only for the last shot here of the quarter. Double elimination tournament here in Pontiac. Pontiac up and in for the deuce at the buzzer. Well, we'll talk about all of that in the next quarter. At the end of the first quarter, to play here in Pontiac, and we'll be back with more on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. On the cable and the internet, you're watching New Trier basketball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Buckle up, Illinois. It's the law. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trevians lead by a point in a slow starting game here. 8-7. Cross court, again back across. Pulled back out high. Pontiac, about 110 miles, 120 miles or so. Southwest of the New Trier Township. Right on I-55. Sort of halfway between Joliet and Bloomington. Be the way to describe it. Pontiac is a community of about 12,000, so about the size of Winnetka in population. The shot from the outside didn't work. Just to give you a general idea, New Trier has more freshmen in their high school than Pontiac has total students. Trevians will inbound. Looking for somewhere to go with it, gave it out high. And the reset by New Trier. From the outside, no for the three. And stepped on the line out of bounds. Trevians with the ball. In Burns. In tight. Fadeaway jumper by Carriger doesn't work. And the North Stars bring it back. And the shot, no. The putback, good. Trevians stood there flat-footed and let it happen. Will Ryan. Emmett Burnside, outside. And Trevians pick it up, bring it back. And the run and gun won't work. Carriger tried for that. On the side. And a foul underneath inside. Jackson Smelter and Trevor Boehm check back in for the Trevians. And the shot drops. Trotted across the timeline. To the side. And Ian Burns kicked it to the side. Drive the baseline and then kicked it back out high. Top of the key, back out high. And the push on the foul there. And Nutcher get the ball underneath. Trevians will return to their regular season against Niles West at home. And then I think they get Evanston again. This time at Gates Gym. Shot, no. Coming back. Into the paint. Nice little spinorama move. And the deuce. Ian Burns. Jaden Katz. Back up top. And Trevor Bain with the fadeaway wide left. Trevian's got the rebound, put it up. No, but got... Was that a... Yeah, a foul on St. Charles North. John Carriger checks back in. And Jaden Katz takes the seat. Got another substitution coming in. Will Geis, is that? I think so. Yeah, Geis coming in for Burns. Got to keep those twos together. Geis is 22 and Burns is 2. Missed the front end of the one hand. And the jump, no. Coming back to the side. Kick outside for the 3. Swishery for 3. Will Geis. Trying to answer. Nope. Trevians with it. And from the outside, the shot, no. Saved. And timeout taken. St. Charles with a 2-point lead here. Guys to Ryan. Ryan gave it off to Carriger. And stolen out of the hands, going back the other way, up and count it, and the block. And a chance at the 3-point play the hard way for St. Charles. Jaden Katz checks back in for Will Ryan. Got it. Guys to Carriger. The rotation. Kick back out and Bain for 3, and that was wide right. Last touch by the Trevians. on the baseline pass. Up top. He couldn't turn the corner. Kicked it back out high and threw it away. A zigzag play. The defender zigged when he should have zagged. Trevians with a bunch of substitutions here. Ryan, Burns, and I think Burnside was the other one that came in. Yep. Across the timeline. Up top, Burnside. Back to the side. And looking for the backdoor play. It would have worked, except the pass didn't work. Jaden Katz got behind the defense. On the side, up top. Looking for somewhere to go with it now out high. Winding down the first quarter here, first half rather. Second quarter. Up top. Well, it was great to see the alumni in the alumni game. He had a bunch of guys that came back from the class of 1987 this year. And we'll talk about that in the third quarter. At the end of the first half, it's a 5-point lead for St. Charles North. We'll be back with more. You're watching New Trier basketball on the cable and the internet from the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Phone in one hand, ticket in the other. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Trevians down by 5 as we start the second half. Inbounded to Will Ryan. Yeah, before we went to break there, I mentioned the 1987 team. 3 members of that team showed up to play in the alumni game. That was a pretty good group. One of the players who played in that alumni game was a walk-on and ended up earning a scholarship at Kansas. One of our New Trier Pro players, Stephen Cook, playing overseas professionally, was there for the game. From the outside for the 3. No. And a couple of our players who are playing D1, Kieran and Kieran Brayboy and Spencer Bame and those guys were there, but they couldn't play because they're playing on their college team. That was Emmett Burnside with the swishery for 3. Nope. Trevians working around. Take the shot, no, but he got fouled, and Trevs go to the line for 2. Jaden Katz will go to the line for the free throws. Got the first. And got the second. North Stars with the basketball. St. Charles North. And the three, nope. And errant pass to the side didn't work. And St. Charles will get the ball back over here on the near side. Sideline. Inbound. Wide open. Takes the three. Shot was short. And Will Ryan, between the tall trees, came down with it. Emmett Burnside. Burnside again for the three, this time a bit heavy. And coming back are the North Stars. Well, it's been a snappy ball game. And tried to go up for the shot. And Emmett Burnside stole it. Gave it to Carragher, who brought it across the timeline, who gave it to Will Ryan. And the pass attempt was stolen. Kicked out high, going for the three. No. There's a lot of just kind of throwing it up. Another three that misses. Just kind of throwing that ball up there. They're getting the wide open look, but nobody's hitting anything from out there. I just work it inside. You can't get those shots from the outside to drop. Into the paint, dished it off. Went for the back door, no, but got fouled. Jaden Katz with the foul. The shot short. And Geis and Boehm check back in. And got the second. Will Ryan brings it up. Sets it up high to Burnside. Back to Burnside. And tried to go for a backdoor play, and boy, that was way off. And go for the three. Yes. At the buzzer. Or there was a buzzer. The three did not count. He traveled, I think. Back to Geis. I think Geis was passing, but it was kind of a, well, maybe I should pass, maybe I should shoot. And he hit the rim and thrown away. Trevians basketball. I heard a horn at the end of that shot, and I thought that was the end of the quarter. The dish off to Ryan. Burnside. And Katz for the three. No. And banked in for the deuce. Guys to Will Ryan. And Ryan will bring it up across the timeline. Back to Geis. Nope. Last touched by St. Charles North. 2:10 left to play. 21 all in the third quarter. Kind of tells you how they've been shooting here. Kicked out high. And Bay missed everything. Kicked back out to Ryan. Burnside. And go for the three. No. Inside the spin, the sky hook didn't work. Will Ryan. Kick to the corner. Three shot was short. Trevian's got the rebound. Burnside drove the baseline, and then as he tried to kick it back out high to Carragher, it was stolen, and coming back the other way, the three shot was wide left. Guys with the rebound gave it to Carragher. Far side. Up top, Burnside. Dished off Carragher. Tried the baseline. Up and no. He got fouled, though. And Will Geis goes to the line. Went down on the floor hard. Tyler Harden checks into the game, replacing Will Ryan. We got another player coming in. Will come in for Geis, it appears. He had some discussion about who was coming in or whatever, I guess. And Geis gets the first of the free throws. Chang, Schmelter, and Harden back in for the Trevians. Nope. And foul. Oh, I take that back. I said it earlier that I said I thought Evanston was the first week, the second game of that first week back after the break. But we still have Maine South yet to play. And the first go-round in the Central Suburban South. Up top, Glenbrook North 2, we also have to play yet. Up top, To the side. Tried to strong arm it up. No. At the buzzer. And now we're done with the third quarter. And we'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. You're watching basketball action on the Metro Chicago Sports Network on the cable and the internet. Texting while driving is illegal in Illinois. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. A message in the public interest for the Metro Chicago Sports Network. New Trier leads by a point, 22-21. As we start the fourth quarter. Up top of the key, the shot short. And the whistle. And the foul. But it was on the floor. Into the paint, kicked out top. Wide open for the three, out high, no. Burnside with the rebound, gave it to Will Ryan. Will Ryan gave it off to Katz, who gave it to Burns. To Carragher, to Burnside. Back out for Will Ryan. Katz. Carragher, Ryan, and Carragher. Top of the key, the shot in and out. Into the paint, kick back out high, switcheroo for three. Will Ryan. Carragher, Burnside in the corner. Handed it off to Burns. Gave it to Ryan. Will Ryan to Burns. In tight, Carragher finishes it off with the layup. And going for the three the other way. Nope. And out of bounds, it's New Trier basketball. Right in front of the St. Charles net. Hope nobody had beans before they came out here. Never mind, bad joke. Some issues here. 24 all. Timeout, I guess, was taken in there. Trying to go inside. No, the foul. And John Carragher. Does he go to the line? No. He was on the floor beforehand. Got to mop up some of the sweat off the floor there. We're in Pontiac for the holiday tournament. 89th year that this tournament's been held. And foul. No, I have not been at every one of them. I've been in high school sports for 49 years, but not for that long. Out top. I think Evanston also used to come here at one time. They go to Centralia now. That's another one of those big tournaments here in the central part of the state. The run and gun attempt by Will Ryan didn't work. Coming back the other way, Swisheree for three. Carriger thought to drive to the basket. Had the lane blocked off on him. Will Ryan, and from the outside for three. Nope. A little bit off by Carriger. And the deuce. And St. Charles North starting to pull away a little bit. Will Ryan to the side, up top. And Burnside for the three, heavy. And another three attempt, no. Got the rebound and the follow-up deuce. Timeout as things have gotten a little out of hand for the Trevians. They're down by 7, out ahead. They're looking for a 80-yard pass, and it didn't quite work. Jaden Katz, Trevor Bain, Burnside, and Burns, no. And Ian Burns got fouled and goes to the line. And misses the first. Goes for the second. Missed both of them. Up top, inside, out to the corner. Thought to take the shot, decided not to. And the player control foul. And New Trier basketball. Couple of substitutions. Carriger checks back in, having taken a little bit of a break. Inbounded. Kick to the corner. Takes the time to take the shot. Shot it short. Up top. On the rotation. The shot short. The run and gun and the deuce. Yeah, there was a little indecision there on, I guess they had a substitution they didn't let in, so redid it. And the reverse layup didn't work. Pulled back out and then lost the handle out of bounds. New Trier basketball. And there was a timeout taken before he lost it. Self-possession retained by St. Charles North. They've got the lead. To the side. Kick back out high. thank goodness, the all-time record for the lowest scoring game in Illinois was way back. It was a 2-0 game between Georgetown and, I want to say Georgetown and Westville or somebody like that. Georgetown is just south of Danville, right on Illinois Route 1. Well, East Central Illinois. It literally was so bad after the first basket or the second basket that the players were sitting on the floor rolling the ball back and forth to each other. And the ref was sitting in the stands reading the newspaper on that game. I kid you not. Ty Harden and Andrew Chang come into the game for the Trevians. Trying for the shot. No, got fouled. Go to the line. The very first game played at Gates Gym, New Trier, the final score was 18-9. But in those days, you only got 1 point for a basket anyway. And once you did score a basket, you went back to center court for a jump ball. Trevians again with a bunch of player changes. Will Ryan inbounds it. Back to Ryan, who brings it across the timeline. Carragher to Ryan. Kicked it back out of high and errant pass. And it'll be St. Charles ball. And again, the wholesale line change going on. And now a timeout, but we won't break for that one. Now we will. Another timeout. Into the paint, kick back out high, but the foul. I want to see on Will Ryan. And once again, the Trevians going to make a substitutions here. Obviously, they're making defensive substitution and then offensive substitutions. That is, the players that are better shooters, I guess. And got the first of the free throws as we wind this game down. Got the second one. Inbounded to guys who give it back to Will Ryan. And Toth for the three. Yes, swishery for three for Jacob Toth. And Trevians take a timeout here. Couple of substitutions thrown in again as we go back to the defensive scheme for the Trevians. Wide open, up and in on the deuce. Will Ryan. And going for the three, yes. Jaden Katz, I think, hit that one. And the foul. Looked like Katz got hit in the face with an elbow, but in any case, out of bounds, and it's back to the Trevians ball here. Geist looking to inbound it and couldn't get it to Will Ryan. Stolen. And the North Stars and the foul. Trevians trying to get the ball back. First of the free throws is good. St. Charles is listed in the Sun-Times 25, but I'm just mentioning that it really kind of means nothing. It's, you play the game. Rankings are only to sell newspapers. I don't care. They're high school kids. It's not a done deal on anybody's part. Thrown to the corner and knocked away. It's Trevians basketball. I don't go by rankings or anything else. Kicked out high to Will Geist. Geist lets loose a three. No. And Carragher, three. No. And the game's over. And St. Charles North has defeated the New Trier Trevians in the first game of the Pontiac Holiday Tournament. Join us for our next sports action here on the network. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast, despite the outcome if you're a Trevians fan. And join us for our next game from the tournament. And for all of us, we say as always, thanks for watching and so long, everybody.